Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Hot Stuff Videocast, and today we're going to be recapping this game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Boston Red Sox, as the Philadelphia Phillies defeated the Boston Red Sox today by a final score of 10-2 in Clearwater, Florida, at Spectrum Field. Ranger Suarez got the win. He is now 1-1 on the spring. All in all, great game. JT Realmuto getting an RBI double. Rhys Hoskins getting an RBI double. Before we get into this video, I'd like to ask you, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please go down and click that subscribe button right now. A lot of content coming, especially since the regular season's right around the corner. I believe we are 19 days away. At the time of this video being uploaded, this is actually going to be uploaded a day later, 18 days. So this is going to be uploaded on March the 8th. So 18 days, 19 for me, because this video is obviously recorded on March 7th. So uploaded March 8th. But all in all, good game today. Going over the Phillies week, Bryce Harper having himself a fantastic start to the spring. Already has 3 home runs. He hit 2 in one game, two two-run home runs. He hit a solo home run as well a few days later. But all in all, great. I believe he hit the solo home run on Thursday. That was awesome. I mean, he's really just having himself a really nice spring training. He hit that one. Yes, he hit that one against Toronto, I believe. So, and obviously, against the Pirates, I believe he hit those 2 home runs. So, he's really just having himself played back-to-back days, but he's really having himself a great spring. I believe he has 11 RBIs. He's drawing some walks. Hitting those home runs. I believe he's batting like 375, which is really nice to see. So hopefully Bryce can keep it up. JT had a pretty good day as well at the plate. Rhys Hoskins getting that RBI double. Just all in all, good game out of the Phillies today. Didi Gregorius is still yet to collect that first hit, which does kind of concern me a little bit. It's going on here. I mean, we've been here, it's March the 8th, by the time this video is being uploaded. The first game was on February 22nd. He's had more than enough time to collect his first hit. So definitely not liking what I'm seeing so far. But let's pick up the scoring. A wild pitch by Tanner Hoek allows Gene Segura to score, and this is in the bottom of the first inning, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead. Then we got in the bottom of the second inning, JT Realmuto doubling on a line drive to left field, and Roman Quinn was able to cross the plate. It is now 3-0, and Nick Martini crosses the plate. It's now 3-0 Philadelphia. And we got Bryce Harper reaching on a fielder's choice, and JT Realmuto was able to cross the plate. It's now 4-0 Philly. Then we get Didi Gregorius getting hit by a pitch, and now allows a runner run to score. It's now 5-0. We pick it up top 3. Kevin Pillar doubles on a ground ball to left fielder, and Wilson was able to score. It's now Wilson and Baldwin was able to score. It's now 6-2. Then we got it bottom of the 4th. Rhys Hoskins doubles on a line drive to left field, and Bryce Harper scored, and it is now 7-2 Phillies. And then we got Roman Quinn singling on a ground ball to the shortstop. Downs, Hoskins scored. It's now 8-2. Bottom 6, Christian Bethancourt hits a sacrifice fly. Alec Bowman scores, and it's now 9-2. Then we got Phil Gosselin singles on a line drive to left field. Neil Walker scores. It's now 10-2. And that's your ball game. 10-2 your final score. The Phillies collect win number 11 here in spring training, as they take down those Boston Red Sox, and they will go to TD Ballpark tomorrow to face the Toronto Blue Jays. I was just there last Saturday. I was there a week ago today. Very nice facility. They go there against the Toronto Blue Jays. Another thing, Jake Arrieta looked very, very, very good in his start against the Tigers yesterday. 4 innings, no hits. He did walk 4 batters, but Arrieta looked very, very good yesterday. Had a rough, debut in spring training against the Jays, but I believe that was against the Jays. But he did really well. Against, I understand it's against the Detroit Tigers, but he did very, very well. I was really happy what I saw at him the other day. I just hope that he could have a decent season for us. But looking at the box score, we got Remuto going 1 for 4. We got Gene Segura going 1 for 2. We got Bryce Harper going 1 for 3. Reese Hoskins 1 for 2. He's hitting 286 so far this spring. And we got Mr. Alec Boehm hitting 450. And we got Mr. Didi Gregorius with 3 donuts. No batting average because he hasn't collected a hit. Kingery going 0 for 3. He's batting 136 thus far. And Martini, I mean, he's definitely, I like Martini a lot. He's he's had himself a really nice spring. He has really been great. Bethencourt, probably not a guy who's probably going to even make the team. That's just my opinion. You already got Knapp, who's the backup. You got Grulin as well, who's one of the top prospects. Not really. He's probably not going to make that cut. I understand that Knapp is still hurt, I believe. But you got Ranger Suarez going 3 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. We got Swarzak, who got improvements today, struck out 2. And we got Hector Neris, who allowed a hit and a walk. And Drew Storm also made an appearance. Francisco Liriano also made an appearance. But there's just some names thrown out there. Honestly, these are guys that could, potentially, be table setters in the bullpen. I mean, these are guys that are going to be, key people. I mean, Hector Neris being, the building block, I think. He's the kind of guy we're really going to rely on this year. Drew Storm, Francisco Liriano, Bud Norris. These are the kind of guys that, the whole risk high reward type of deal. I'll talk about that. Just hopefully you can get something out of them. Cheap deals, not really expensive. And I understand that, right? I talk about it all the time, just take the chance. But all in all, I mean, I'm happy the way that this team has performed this far, this spring. I mean, you got to see some really good, potential out of these players. You got to see some true, Alec Boehm being one. I mean, he's had himself a very nice spring. He crushes the ball. I mean, literally, remember when he hit the pitcher like that first game, making some nice plays at third base. And you look at Bryce Harper, like he's coming here. He just added to his story, by the way. I got a story notifications on. Just added to his story. But he's coming here. His former team just won the World Series. He's motivated. He's motivated to get out there and bring a title back to Philly, right? Not DC. He's motivated to bring a title back to the city of Philadelphia. He's really just you could tell he's ready. You could tell that he has his eyes on that World Series championship. And I'm not jumping to conclusions saying that the Phillies are going to World Series. I don't mean that by any means. I don't think we're going to win the World Series, but I think that Harper definitely is going to have himself a nice season. I can feel it already. He's already getting off to himself great spring, and honestly, his average should probably even be higher. When I went to that game against the Orioles, man, he crushed the ball 2 times. He's really seeing the ball really well, and he's got the flow, he's got the beard, he's got the long hair, he's just got everything going on, right? I mean, so what is there really going on with him right now? Not much. He's really just motivated, and I think last year was different because last year, still settling into a new environment, you go from Washington, D.C., and then you go to Philadelphia. That's a really big adjustment. And look at Giancarlo Stanton. Was with the Miami Marlins, goes to the New York Yankees. Miami to New York, a big market. And I understand Washington, D.C. is not a small market. And I'm not saying they're a small market by any means. But, I mean, Philadelphia is, it's a bigger sports town. I'm not criticizing Washington, D.C. fans. I'm not criticizing Nationals fans. But Philadelphia is a tough crowd, and it's really hard to adjust. Not to mention his son, Crew, having that in the back of your head, you're going to have a child. That's kind of a, obviously you're happy, but it's kind of a, big responsibility. And you got to worry about buying a house, find somewhere to live. I mean, it's just kind of hectic. I think his first year was, a little, hectic in my opinion, for him, like, personally, wise. I think he had a great year last year, and I think that he would say that too. I had a really fun year, but no matter what he says, we all know that, it was a big adjustment for him. And now he's adjusted. He knows what to expect going into opening day. It's not like last year he went in, literally a month after he signed with the Phillies, not even a month after he signed with the Phillies, goes in, totally new environment, not really adjusted, comes into spring training late. This year he's getting a full spring training, and he knows what to expect going into the season. It's not like the feeling of the unknown, right? It's not like, oh, I wonder how this is going to be playing in a new environment. No, I already have a year under my belt. I know what to expect going into the season. So I really think this is a year you could really see Bryce Harper reach one of his highest peaks. This is the prime of his career, I think, right here. These next few years are really going to be pivotal in his career. So I hope we could see some fireworks out of his bat in the next few years. I really can. I think we will. I really think we will. As regards to JT playing on a contract here, he has a lot to prove. We didn't give him that contract yet. I do think that is coming, but he wants to earn that money. So that's money can motivate people, and that's definitely going to motivate JT. Reese Hoskins, trying out that new swing. Not too sure how it's going to work for him. Having a terrible spring. But I just hope that he could just improve out of those slumps, man. He doesn't know how to get out of those slumps. And he needs to do a better job at that. Far with Gene, just keep hitting those doubles, get the average a little higher. Didi, at least try to get a hit. He will, I'm kidding. But if we can get like the 2017 Didi Gregorius, that wouldn't be terrible at all. But Adam Hazley, and obviously Andrew McCutchen's not going to be ready for opening day, which is no big deal, but he's definitely going to be a big part. I mean, look how many times look at his on base percentage. Look how many times that he drew a walk, right out of the leadoff spot. So, these are guys that are really going to have an impact in our lineup. And I think I look at the three core guys, Harper, Realmuto, and Hoskins, who I think are going to have the biggest impact. Especially Harper being that guy in there. And I think JT too. Hoskins, I'm not going to say that he's a definite guy. I mean, I think he is still, like I said, has a lot to prove because he's been disappointed the past few years, Starts off strong, everybody's, and then he just falls off. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hope he can continue, doing what he's doing. I hope he could, this spring so far, cutting the new adjustment. Hopefully he can continue that new adjustment, and hopefully he can get success off of it. So thank you all so much for watching this video. As I said, Toronto Blue Jays tomorrow at 1:07, the first pitch at TD Ballpark. So if you are looking to that game, it is very, very close to Clearwater. I don't think it's in Clearwater, but I think it's not far at all. It's not far at all. Trust me, I know. I was just there last week. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Please follow the Instagram, link in the description below. 2 Instagram accounts, Harper Fanatics and Phillies Hot Stove. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's go Phillies. I apologize for no video this week. School got in the way, guys. I'm sorry. Big test. And unfortunately, school does come before this. Grades are very important, so I'd like to apologize for that. But during the regular season, don't have to worry about that because the videos are all going to be in the morning. So I don't have to worry about school getting in the way of any of that. So doing it in the morning, I got, I have time to fit into my schedule. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Please smash the like on this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Thank you all again. I'm ready for the season to begin, and I'm really excited. So thank you guys, and I will see you next time.